Hello everyone! Welcome back to Luna Park YouTube channel. My name is Aimee. Today we're unboxing this Cybertron chase set from the Dramatic Capture series. This set is inspired by the chase scene from the very first episode of the animated series. If you have seen the first episode of Transformers, you probably remember the scene of Wheeljack and Bumblebee being chased by the Decepticons on Cybertron. Jazz didn't take part in the chase scene, but we also have him here included.
Any luck, Jazz?
Negative. The north side of Cybertron's blacker than the inside of a drive shaft.
At the back of the box, we have all three Autobots here with their accessories, showing their robot mode and their Cybertronian vehicle mode. You can remove this outer cover to reveal the actual box, and it has this bleached look that feels very vintage. Now let's get these Autobots out. All three characters and their accessories come in one layer. We have Wheeljack and his accessories, Bumblebee and his jetpack. We also have Jazz and his accessories, and the Energen rods. Here they are, Bumblebee, Wheeljack, and Jazz, and all their accessories. Right out of the box, they look solid and crisp. They definitely have the authentic Takaratomi look and a beautiful premium finish.
I bet Optimus Prime will be glad to see us.
Now let's transform these guys into their Cybertronian vehicle modes.
Autobots, transform!
Now this is Jazz in his Cybertronian vehicle mode. He was rather kinda easy to transform. The pegs fit quite nicely, and in this form he kinda looks like he's hovering. You can also place his blaster on top. Now let's transform Wheeljack.
Load up! Wheeljack.
Now this is Wheeljack in his Cybertronian vehicle mode. He looks pretty cool, and the fact that you can equip him with his shield, his blaster, and the energon rods is an added bonus. However, he was quite difficult to transform.
Remember, once it's set, that's it. No turning back.
Now let's transform Bumblebee.
Mind if I cut in?
There'd be days like this.
And you didn't believe him?
I do now.
Here is Bumblebee in his Cybertronian vehicle mode. He looks very sleek and slim, and you can also add his blaster on top. It took quite a long time to fit the pegs together. It didn't really quite click well, but overall, he looks pretty cool. Now, like in the chase scene, let's try to fit Bumblebee into Wheeljack.
Bumblebee, get in quick!
So we managed to fit Bumblebee into Wheeljack. Here it is.
You all right?
Yeah, I think it's my rear axle.
First, let's take a closer look at Bumblebee. He is the smallest of the three, and his color closely resembles the one from the animation.
And since I'm the smallest, I have the best chance of getting through. I'll stick that bomb right under their nose gear.
His build is very boxy, and it's kind of bulky at the bottom. His white face is different from the previous release, which had a silver face. At the back, you can attach his jetpack in this hole, like so. You can also hold his blaster in either of his hands, or you can attach it to his shoulders, like this.
I've never seen anything like this.
He has a ball joint for his head, but it's kinda tight and hard to move. He can lift his arms up to 90 and rotate it 360. He has an elbow joint, a bicep joint. He cannot rotate his wrist, but it can bend backwards. You can rotate his torso 360, and he can lift his leg pretty well to do a variety of poses. He also has a thigh joint, a knee joint, and a little movement in his feet. Next, let's take a closer look at Wheeljack. He has the boxiest build among them all, and he's pretty much the same size as Jazz. He has a variety of colors in his body, and I really like this frosted glass on his chest, which is very different from the previous version. He comes with this blue and silver blaster that you can attach in his hand or his shoulder right here. He also comes with 2 gears and his shield that you can attach in both his robot mode and his vehicle mode. For his robot mode, you can attach the gears on his back and his shield like so.
Uh-oh. A Decepticon welcoming committee.
Compared to Bumblebee, his joints are a bit loose. You can move his head freely. His arms can lift up to 90, but it cannot rotate fully because of his back. He also has a bicep joint. He also has an elbow joint, and you can rotate his wrist. You can rotate his torso 360. You can bend his legs upwards and sidewards. But again, because of his back, he can't bend it backwards all the way. He has a thigh joint, but he doesn't have a knee joint, so he can't bend his knees. But he can rotate his feet and have a little bend.
Well, hang on to your crankshaft. I'm shifting into overdrive.
Lastly, we have Jazz. He looks very chic in his black and white, and he has some nice shiny finish in some of his parts. For his accessories, he comes with his black blaster and his grappling hook that you can attach either to his hands or to his shoulders.
Use this for an emergency brake.
He also has the same ball joint as the other 2, so you can freely rotate his head. He can lift his arms up 90 and rotate it 360. He has a shoulder swivel, a bicep joint, an elbow bend, but he cannot rotate his wrist.
Down but not out.
As like the other 2, he can rotate his torso 360. He can bend his legs up forwards, backwards, and sideways. He can rotate his legs with this upper joint. He can bend his knees and also bend his toes.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Of course, the highlight of this set are the 6 energon rods that come in this orange translucent plastic.
Well, at least we found these, Wheeljack.
And when these run out,
Can't worry about that now.
Overall, I think having these 3 Autobots in one set is a pretty great deal. It was pretty fun to transform all of them. Jazz was definitely the easiest, but Bumblebee will forever be my favorite. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below.
there's enough explosive in here to bury them forever.
Not so fast, Wheeljack.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye! Of course, the highlight of this set are the 6